As mayor, I'll be in order with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, call the roll.
Murder. Mazer. Here. Riley.
Here.
Schneider.
Here.
Sofa.
Here.
Stoops.
Here.
Wilson absent.
We get a motion to approve the actions, or?
I'll make a motion to excuse Larry Wilson's absence.
Support.
Mazer.
Yes.
Riley.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Wilson absent. Murder.
Yes.
Non-agenda items from the sidelines. I did not receive anything. Did you guys have something you wanted to say? No? Okay. City administration, Donna?
Just that we will be closed this Friday. The city hall.
Okay. Chief?
Nothing.
Bart? Anything else on the agenda? No? All right, any amendments to the agenda?
Yeah, we want to amend new business number 4 and take out the words "goes to advisory."
Anything else? Take a motion.
Make a motion to adopt the amendment agenda as amended.
Support.
Riley.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Wilson absent. Murder.
Yes.
Mazer.
Yes.
Hopefully you've all had a chance to look over the meeting minutes from September the 3rd. Was there any questions or corrections?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from September 3rd, 2019 as presented.
Support.
Schneider.
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Wilson absent. Murder.
Yes.
Mazer.
Yes.
Riley.
Yes. Communications still received. We have with us Paul from Stuart Bay and Whipple with our 2018-2019 audit. Paul?
Thank you. Pleasure to be here tonight. I think everybody got a copy of the audit report in their packet, it looks like. As you know, you contract with our firm each year to do your annual financial audit. We come out, spend about a week with your staff. Don and everybody is very cooperative with it. We appreciate that. Pull it all together, then we come out and have a meeting with the mayor and Donna and Mr. Wilson. We're involved. We go through it page by page. Overall, everything looks very good in your financial statements. We'll go through some numbers, but nothing that I'd be alarmed with. If you turn and just past the table of contents, it says Stewart, Delay, and Whipple on the letterhead at the top. It says page 1 at the bottom. This is what they call the independent auditor's report. It's technically the only portion of the report that belongs to our firm, and it's where we give you an opinion on whether your financial statements are presented in accordance with general accepted accounting principles. You have what they call an unmodified or clean opinion. That's what you're striving for. After you approve it tonight, tomorrow or the next day, we actually have to send it to the Department of Treasury with a checklist. One of the questions is what type of an opinion did you get? And the unmodified opinion is what they're really looking for there. Starting on page 3, 4, and 5 is just what they call the management discussions and analysis. It's a letter that just tries to explain to the reader some very summarized information about the city. We're going to go into a little bit more detail, but these few pages are required to get that unmodified opinion there. If we look at page 7, as I've explained in the past, page 7, 8, and 9, there's actually 2 sets of financial statements in your packet here. There's a commercial way of looking at the city of Memphis, and there's a traditionally governments have reported. The commercial way started about 10, 12 years ago, and it includes everything the city owns, the values of the book value of the building, fire trucks, police cars, everything like that, as well as anything you owe. And if you take a look at page 7, at the bottom of the page, the bottom right-hand corner, if you were a corporation, it'd be worth about $5.2 million. That's, again, that includes all the value of your buildings, your water and sewer lines, things like that. Again, if we page 10. 10 starts getting into the traditional way governments have reported. And what it doesn't include the buildings or anything like that. It's just really assets that are readily converted to cash. So you'll see your first column, there's a general fund. You'll see your general fund had a cash of $114,000. Investments, which basically are CDs of $522,000. Some receivables of $21,000. Due from other governments of $40,000. Some prepaid expenses items you're paid for in 19 that benefit 20. So total assets in your general fund, $713,225. Liabilities are bills that come in after the end of the year, but they were for 19. Total of $29,352, which leaves your total fund balance in your general fund as of June 30th, 2019 at $683,873. There's a couple different classifications. There's what they call the non-spendable portion. That's the prepaid expenses, items you're paid for in 19 that benefit 20, so you can't appropriate them again. Committed items are just items that you've received that you're going to use for capital. You transfer money from your equipment funds over to your general fund, but the purchase hadn't been received, $9,809, which leaves your unassigned fund balance of $659,422. You can see your major street fund right next to it. Their fund balance at June 30th was $364,734. The local street, $204,524. And the municipal street, $187,656. The fire capital was $240,963. And all your other capital funds was $35,899. For total fund balance and all your governmental funds of $1,717,649. If you turn over to page 13, this is what they call the statement of revenues, expenses, or changes in fund balance. It's really the operating statement for your year ended June 30th. It starts out listing each of your revenues. You'll see the majority of revenues coming in the form of taxes, or state share revenues, or charges for services. Total revenues this year, excuse me, was $827,420. Your expenses was $820,107. You then had what they call other financing sources uses. You sold some capital of $16,000. You transferred from other funds $100,000 for capital purchases. You transferred two capital funds of $72,000. So for the year ended June 30th, 2019, your general fund was to the positive $51,013. That's the bottom line. You were positive $51,000 for the year.
Awesome.
Your major street, if you go right across from there, you'll see the revenues of $112,000 towards the top. Your revenues of $114,000. You transferred $6,000 over to your major, or to your local street from your major to your local. So you used up $7,901 of their fund balance, basically the revenues over expenses over revenues. The local street there next to it was $50,676 of revenues. You had expenditures of $56,322. You transferred that $6,000 from the major streets of labor to the good, $354. The municipal street fund, you brought in $47,484. And there's no expenditures out of there this year. That added to your beginning fund balance, so you have $187,000 in that fund at the end of the year. Your fire fund, equipment fund had revenues of $5,077. You then transferred money to and from the general fund of $20,605 expenditures, so you used up $15,000 of their fund balance. And then you can see all the other equipment funds was $4,258. You used up a little bit of their fund balance. Page.
Any questions?
Yes. Oh.
Municipal streets, is that the millage?
Yep.
Or the- okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
We'll be spending most of that here next month or so.
Page 16 is just your water fund. It just shows on page 16 your assets and your liabilities. At the bottom, it shows your net position of $1,685,000. That's not all money that can be spent. Most of it's tied up in your water lines and sewer lines. The unrestricted would be similar to fund balance of $324,000. That would be about what your water fund would have available if you had water breaks and things like that. Page 17 just shows the operating statement for your water and sewer funds. You can see the water charges was 156,000. Your sewer charges was 136. Some other revenues of 3,800 for total revenues for the year of 296,000. You had operating expenses, including depreciation of 302,000. A little bit of interest earned. So basically, even with depreciation, you almost covered all your expenses within $1,615 was expenses over revenues this year. Basically, very good year for your water and sewer. The rest of the report gets into a lot more detail. I'll be happy to spend more time. There's a lot of notes in there that explains to the reader some of your accounting policies and things like that. But overall, you're in good financial condition. Any questions on the numbers? I can spend more time with it if you'd like. There should be a couple of letters, I think, also stuck in the packet. The first one says independent auditor's report on internal control on it. One of the things when we do an audit, not only do we audit the numbers to make sure what your records say is in the bank is actually in the bank, but we look at the processes and try to see if you have control back and forth with a couple of people looking at different things. And if we become aware of any weaknesses, we're required to report it to the city council. You really only have one item, and it's a technicality. When Enron and everything was going on, they came up with the idea that all entities should have somebody on staff that can draft the financial statements. Well, the clients that we deal with rely on their auditors to do it, but we have to put that in your letter. It's just we rely on us. We specialize in governmental auditing and so forth. Nothing to worry about. Other than that, we didn't have any what we call weaknesses and controls. I know there's been a little bit of change in your front staff since the audit report, but one of the things is to always keep in mind is trying to keep that check and balances there. And the mayor takes part of that quite a bit with his bank statements and a number of different things that, because you only have two people in your office, we have to bring other people involved in it there. The second letter is what they call the audit communication letter. Because CPA firms aren't required to come present the audit like this, we appreciate the opportunity. Just explains the kind of the process, whether we had any problems. As I started out, there were no problems during the audit. We schedule the audit probably a couple months in advance, provide a list of items we're going to need, and it's ready when we get out here, which is very good there. And then the very last page, if there's any couple items we talked when we moved to the draft copy, we just put it on the back page and just a couple minor things maybe to clean up internally, but not what we don't consider a weakness of our control. Just so you're keep informed of everything we kind of talked about. Overall, I think it was a good year for you.
Could you explain the impressed basis at a zero balance thing on the payroll checking? Because I know we kind of went over it, but after I thought about it later, I wasn't exactly sure how we get to that point.
Okay. Yeah, what the impress, you keep your payroll on what they call the impressed basis. And what that basically means is if your weekly or bi-weekly payroll says you have payroll of $12,882, you transfer over exactly $12,882, and then you write checks or you do electronic deposits for exactly that amount. Over the years, there's been some buildup and the number is not an even number. Most people keep it at something like $5,000 or $2,000, and what we're asking there is just get it back to a number that's like, whatever I don't know what we talked about, even in there, a couple grand.
I talked to Jeff.
What's that?
I talked to Jeff about it.
Yeah, a couple grand or whatever it is. And that way, every time you do your bank reconciliation, it comes back to that same $1,000 or $2,000. And so it's just just makes the process a little bit cleaner.
So it's like a starting point?
Yes, no, starting point and end point. It's where you started the month was 1,000. When you end the month, it should be 1,000 too. And even numbers work very well when you're doing something like that. Yours, you've been dwindling down for the last couple of years, but we just, if we can get it to that number, if we could. Donna went over to my senior that was on your job, I guess. Will I explain?
Yeah, thank you.
Any other questions I can answer at this time?
See what ended up in the black.
What's that?
Somebody see what ended up in the black.
Yes, that's always good.
Is your format different? It seems easier to understand.
Excuse me?
Is your format different? It seems easier to understand.
No. Maybe I just explained it a little better.
Thank you.
Thank you, it's a pleasure to work with you again.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir. We get a motion to approve the audit.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 2018-19 audit as presented.
Support.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson, absent, Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes. Unfinished business, we have none. New business, fall burn date. So this year, it's October the 13th till November the 23rd, with no burning on October the 30th and 31st for Halloween, and the day before Halloween. Read a motion.
I'll make a motion that we set the fall burn dates for said dates.
Support.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson, absent, Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa.
Yes.
Okay, police committee protection proposal. So the chief ran down a bunch of different quotes for what we kind of talked about before. I don't really go into detail of exactly what we're doing here. Does anybody have any questions about what we're doing in generalities? No. We are going with the lowest bidder, right? Is that what I did? What was the total number?
I don't have it in front of me.
$7,185.80.
That was including the DPW though.
It's actually a little less than that. Bart's gonna actually do his with, so it's connected to what he currently has, so we're gonna just hold off on doing anything over there for right now. So
So it's even less than this.
it is, yeah, it's less than $7,000.
Yeah, it became more of a money thing with me, actually.
Bart's making a motion up to 7,000.
Well, it says, you might need a monitor for each place.
We're gonna buy TVs, yeah. It's cheaper just to buy a TV for,
So does it need to be more than 7,000?
You're only gonna need
I'm
2
sorry.
TVs, right?
That's how many locations?
Mine says 1 to 300.
Depending on the
Yeah.
building and how many they, each person wants to put in there, you're looking at $100 to $300 a monitor or TV, so.
Get them on Black Friday.
So what's a good
no,
amount?
those TVs are junk.
The Lions Club.
And every building had, different numbers of cameras and things like that too, so.
Well, I'm just trying to figure in,
You probably just make
because it'll be
8,000.
on top of the set.
8,000 should be fine,
Okay.
yeah.
I make a motion to approve up to $8,000 for the protection proposal.
Support.
Wilson, absent, Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Increase the police budget. Chief, did you want to just sort of quickly, I know the police committee had a long meeting around about it. Can you maybe just briefly sort of touch on what we're thinking about doing?
What we're thinking about doing is changing the way we're doing things right now. Right now, we're running a full-time, or my department is run on part-time officers. I'm the only full-time officer there, so I'm looking to increase full-time officers by adding two officers that are currently employed, making them full-time employees. In order to staff the police department effectively, the part-time system just isn't working. I don't have the officers or the coverage that the city needs, so.
And the bottom line is sort of if somebody can't make their shift, it's very hard to fill it because the guys that you have are usually working their other jobs, right?
Correct.
I mean, that's really the big sticking point at this time, right?
It's just a lack of interest in being a part-time
Manpower,
officer.
right?
Correct.
So I actually reached out to Jamie to find out what we could possibly do to try to come up with a little bit more money to make this change and how we should do it. So I don't have all the information just yet. I'd like to just table it maybe till next meeting. Hopefully I'll have more for you. You guys are all right with that?
How much is he looking to increase his budget by?
50,000 maybe?
Because you got all the benefits, insurances, and everything else that we're going through, but 50,000.
I'll make a motion to table the increase in the police budget.
Support.
Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson absent.
Okay, comp time for salary employees. So currently, it's capped at 40 hours, and if you go over 40 hours of comp time, you're basically lost, which basically means that you're working for free. If you say work a Sunday, you already have 40 hours of comp time in your bank. So for,
Do they ever pay it out?
The 40 hours, like when you leave, but what you lose, you lose.
No, I mean,
Half time is used, it's not paid out.
that's what I was asking. It's
Oh, you can
it's
use
never
it,
paid,
yeah.
but it's
Yeah,
never
it's-
paid out, is it just a separate?
It's, you gotta take the days off basically
Yeah,
to get
it's
it.
time.
can I get a motion to raise to 80?
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Martyr.
Yes.
Memphis Library Board, appoint Becky Perret to the library board. See if it's self-explanatory. Is somebody leaving or?
2 people left, she said, but they only want one more.
Okay. Make a motion?
I'll make a motion to appoint Becky Parade to the library board.
Support.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer.
Yes.
Michigan Municipal League, we have a ballot here for 2019. For the mayor of the city of Menominee, Gene Stegman is the incumbent and apparently is interested in staying on. So I guess we need a motion to
Vote for the
to
one
vote
person.
for
The one
Gene
person to vote
Stegman.
Yeah.
You have the one person that is there, right?
Looks like there are a couple filling spots too.
Okay. I'll make a motion to vote for Gene Stegman, the incumbent nominee for the MML director.
Support.
Schneider,
Yes.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley.
Yes. And we have a bill here from Dingus Fire Company for,
2 turnout gears.
What is
Two turnout gears.
Oh, that's turnout gear?
Yeah.
$4,537.20. Oh, we got 2 new people over there too, right?
I don't know if it was so much, this was so much when he came in and had that last discussion with us where he had a grant for turnout gear and then he was bumping it up to 2 new ones a year. This is for this year.
I see. Oh, I wasn't here.
You were out on the phone before when he told us about it. Or
Oh,
reminded
okay.
us of it yesterday.
Oh, I see. Any questions? Take a motion.
A motion to pay for the 2 turnout gear for $4,537.20. That would come out of the equipment replacement fund.
Support.
Sofa,
Yes.
Stoops,
Yes.
Wilson absent, Martyr,
Yes.
Mazer,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes. From the mayor, just a reminder that, as Donna mentioned, the city office will be closed on Friday the 20th. And that's all I have. Kurt?
Well, I'd like to thank Ken Riley for overseeing the demolition of the old gas station and the house next to it. He was pretty much there every day during the whole going-ons and overseeing everything. And the site looks really nice now. It's all cleaned up, I think, other than just taking out a piece of fence.
Waiting for that, see,
Yeah,
he's strong, he's done.
yeah, it's very good. Thank you. Nothing else for me?
Done?
I have nothing else.
What's that? Jason?
I have nothing, motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Stole my.